Hello and welcome to another episode of Psychic Sunday. I am your host, Reverend Erin-Ashley, and I am the founder and CEO of spiritualmechanic.com. So today, this is all about how to write a great affirmation, and we're going to dive on in what you're going to learn in this video. What is an affirmation? And then pretend you're at the end. Choose your words wisely, why small affirmations are mighty, and how to ease yourself into a big affirmation. And then I'm going to go through some examples with you. So let's dive in. What is an affirmation? The official definition, if you were to Google it, is the action or process of affirming something or being affirmed. An affirmation is a short statement that you can say out loud or silently to yourself to reinforce a new belief or way of being. A good affirmation can help you shake old limiting beliefs and embrace new ways of being in the world. It speaks to your subconscious mind to develop a new belief that you wish to exhibit in your own life. If you write a poor affirmation, it will just completely not work. You will actually stay stuck in the old patterns, and the affirmation will help you stay stuck. So we really want to know how to get this right if we want to use affirmations. So first tip, you want to pretend you're at the end. The affirmation should be written in the present tense, as though whatever you desire has already come to pass. Future tense affirmations are affirming that your desired goal is in the future, which is probably not what you want. You probably want to experience it in the present moment. So if you affirm that something's in the future, then your subconscious mind and the universe will collaborate to create a scenario where that is always a few days or a few months or a few years away. So, since that's not exactly what you want to allow present tense, because present tense allows your subconscious mind to believe that this is true in the present moment. And then if it notices a mismatch in your environment, it's going to slowly shift that, sometimes quickly shift that, and then will create that truth in your physical reality, in your physical environment. So that's why we want to pretend we are at the end. Tip 2, choose your words wisely. You want to be very conscious about the words that you choose. You want to include what it is that you actually desire, but you want to exclude what you don't want. We're going to go over this in the examples. One quick example of this is what you want, for instance, is ideal health, you want perfect health. So let's say you have phrased it, I want to get rid of XY disease. I want to be free of diabetes. Let's use that one. That one's not very good because it includes what you don't want. You don't want diabetes. Your subconscious mind only hears diabetes and is like, oh, woohoo, we already created diabetes. This is fantastic. We're on track here. So you want to include what you do want instead. So you can say, I allow myself to be radiantly healthy. You want to include specifics. And so, for instance, if you are trying to manifest more money, then you want to include the amount. So if you want to say, let's say $5,000 or more a month, you want to say $5,000 or more every month. And you don't want to say, I allow myself to want I want $5,000 or more a month. You say, I allow myself to have $5,000 or more a month. And the reason for this, if you include the word want, then you will continue to want $5,000 or more a month. And so you have to choose. Do you want to want $5,000 or more a month, or would you rather have $5,000 or more a month? So that's why you want to eliminate the word want. You want to include yourself in your affirmations. So for instance, if you try to manifest for someone else, it doesn't necessarily work. You can magnify what they're already creating for themselves, but you can't manifest it for them. So if you have a spouse that is in between jobs, let's say, and you want to assist them manifesting a job, you cannot say, I let my husband create a perfect job, right? Because all that's going to do is if he has that same affirmation, it may help him increase that. But overall, you don't have direct control over his energy and his beliefs. You want to allow yourself to focus on the end. Why do you actually want him to have a job? Let's say it's finances. This is usually what it is. I allow my family to be easily financially supported. See the difference? And next, you want to exclude limiting phrases. So for instance, let's say you have a certain goal for how much you want to make a month. I did an example of this earlier. You want $5,000 a month. Always add or more at the end, because that's going to really assist you with allowing more than what you've originally intended. So it's a fantastic way to do it. You do want to include how you want to feel. For instance, if you say, I allow myself to manifest $5,000 a month or more, but you don't include how you want to feel with it, then it may involve stress, anxiety. You haven't specified what you want there. So instead, if you say, I allow myself to easily and joyfully manifest $5,000 a month or more, then you have added the energy that you wish to experience, the emotions you wish to experience as this manifestation is taking place. You want to exclude the specifics of how it will happen. So this is very common, especially with old school goals, where you're supposed to create every single way that your goal will happen, and you create a definite plan of action, and then you exclude yourself from all other options. Now, this doesn't make a lot of sense in today's day and age. First off, our society is greatly changing. And because it's changing so much, if you put too many specifics, you may be excluding yourself from wonderful technology that's just being developed. So allow yourself to, again, focus on why you want it, the end result, and then let the universe figure out the specifics. Trust yourself, take aligned action, but that's all you need to do. Tip 3, small and mighty. You want to make your affirmations precise and concise. The ideal affirmation is less than 12 words. This is because we're working with the subconscious mind here, and you want to make it as lean as possible. You don't want to get too wordy, etc. The fewer words, the less your subconscious mind has to keep track of, which is good. You want to get the essence of what you want, and you want to fire all unnecessary words and choose small words whenever you can. So if you have a choice between a 6-syllable word and a 2-syllable word, choose the 2-syllable word. Make it simple. You want to distill your affirmation into the smallest number of words to keep the essence of your intent and so that it can have the biggest impact. All right, quick beginner mistake alert. I see this all the time. Many people believe that you should simply repeat an affirmation that their conscious mind is completely not on board with. Let's say you have a habit of manifesting about $3,000 a month to pay your bills. I like using money for these examples, by the way, because it's very measurable. It's very easy to see the numbers. So let's say it's $3,000 a month, and then they just decide, oh, okay, I'm going to decide to do $15,000 a month. And then their conscious mind scoffs, what the heck is this crap? You know, we're not going to make $15,000 a month, blah, blah, blah. Negative feelings of lack come up. And then what an individual will often try to do is they'll just try to force that new belief down their conscious mind's throat. No, I'm going to make $15,000 a month or more, and that's all there is to it. So first off, this doesn't work. This is an incredibly ineffective way to use affirmations and to manifest. Instead, you want to find the affirmation phrase that feels good to you. For instance, if you're making $15,000 a month or more, you're probably also making $4,000 a month or more, right? Because 4,000 is less than 15,000. So you can put 4,000 in the phrase first. Ease your way up to it. And if you add that or more phrase, then that's going to create space for you to manifest the whole amount, the 15,000. And you can keep increasing it incrementally as you feel more and more comfortable with the larger numbers. So that's what you want to do. But you want to let your energy guide you. So which one feels comfortable to you? Which one allows your energy to feel excited, open? You want to look for positive emotions and positive energy. And here is my next major tip for this. You want to ease into the big affirmations. Let's say you want to allow more money into your life, but you don't consciously think that it's possible. So when an affirmation feels too big and you still want to play with the big affirmations on your way to it, you want to use the word allow. Allow means that you're dropping resistance to this new belief or new intention. For instance, if we use the same example, $15,000 a month or more, then what is there? We can put allow there. I allow myself to earn $15,000 a month or more, right? Because here you are allowing it, you're simply not resisting it. So if money is coming in, you're not saying no to it if it is the kind of money you want to earn. So for instance, selling drugs, you probably don't want to do that, so you'd reject that, right? But if you found a business opportunity or a job opportunity that felt really good to you, then you're not resisting it anymore. You can see it. Your subconscious is looking for it. It's dropping its resistance. Allowing doesn't require that you believe it. If you say, I allow $15,000 a month or more, then you don't have to believe that you're going to create it this month. You are simply not resisting it. So it's really, really wonderful on your stepping stones to really tapping into the having feeling, that feeling where you know you're going to create $15,000 a month or more, or whatever your goal is. Again, I use money because it's really specific and measurable. So it's really good for examples, but you can use this with anything. Okay, let's talk about examples here, right? So let's say your goal is you want to quit smoking. If you simply say as your affirmation, I want to quit smoking, you're bringing the energy of smoking and wanting to the equation. You're saying, I want to and smoke. So basically your subconscious is creating a desire feeling, a lack feeling, and the feeling of smoking. So it's going to help you stay stuck. Instead, you want to play with, I allow myself to be a non-smoker. What this does is it says non-smoker, which is a good way to release that desire to be a smoker, and allow lets it be easy. Let's say that you notice that you're really stressed all the time, and so you say, I feel less stress. Good job, you left out the want, but it doesn't actually have what you want in it. It doesn't have the end in mind. So what would you like to replace the stress with, right? What do you want to do? So let's say you want things to feel easy and you like joy. So I feel ease and joy. This is an easier way to talk about it. Not so good, I make more money. This isn't very specific. And if you make a dime more this month, then you have fulfilled your desire. So you want to make it specific here. I easily make $5,000 or more a month. Now notice a few things here. I put easily because I want the emotion, and then or more because I want to allow for windfalls, and then a month gives us an appropriate time for that money to come in. Not so good. This book will be written and published this year by Hay House. Now, this isn't quite the right fit for two reasons. First off, you aren't necessarily in the goal. So if you are the one who's writing this book, then you want to focus on you writing it. And next, you are limiting how it's going to be published. Now, the only exclusion here is if you just know on every cell of your being that Hay House has to be the one to publish it. And if that's the case, go for it. But 99% of the time, you don't want to focus on the how. I allow myself to write my book and find its way into the right hands. So this is all about allowing yourself to write the book, and you're allowing it to find its way into the right hands, right? And then next, I allow my husband to get a job. This is trying to manifest for someone else. You don't control his intentions. You don't control his energy. You want to focus on why do you want him to get a job? Now, in this example, I'm pretending that it's because of family finances. So I allow my family to be easily financially supported. This means you have enough money for everything you need, and he may or may not get a job. You don't have to control that, and you simply focus on the end result. So here are a few examples. I hope you enjoyed them. And so now it's on to you. Go ahead and write your own affirmations in the comments below. I'd love to hear what they are, and use these guidelines. If you have any questions, go ahead and pop them in the comments. I go through the comments about once a week and answer questions. So I'd love to hear from you. So thank you so much for watching. And if you know someone who's struggling to write affirmations, share it with them. Send them a private email. If you want more things like this, go ahead and make sure you're on the email list. Go to spiritualmechanic.com and enter your name and email, and you will get email updates as we go. I'll see you next time.